how are you all today? It will be great if you still remember my name, but I will introduce myself. And my name is Rizkiya Halimatu. My student ID number is 209239797. I'm from class ABA. Today, I'm back to complete a video segment just like before. Happy watching!
A short passage, listen to a talk, and answer a question about them. After you hear the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare a response and 60 seconds to record the response. Read a passage about Relict Behaviors from a biology textbook. You will have 50 seconds to read the passage. Begin reading now.
Relict behavior. In general, animals act in a way they help them to survive within their specific habitat. However, sometimes an animal species may display a behavior that no longer serves a clear purpose. The original purpose for the behavior may have disappeared long ago. Even thousands of years before, this behavior known as relic behavior were useful to the animal when the species habitat was different. But now, because of change conditions, the behavior no longer serves its original purpose. Left over from an earlier time, the behavior remains as a relic or remnant long after the environmental circumstance. The influence its evolution has finished.
Listen to part of a lecture in a biology class.
Okay, so a good example of this, found right here in North America, is something an animal called the American pronghorn does. Pronghorns, as you may know, are a kind of deer-like animal. They live out on the open, grassy plains, somewhat in the middle of North America. And they are super fast. Pronghorns are, in fact, noted for being the fastest animal in the Western Hemisphere. Once a pronghorn starts running, zoom, none of its present-day predators, like the bobcat or coyote, can even hope to catch up with it. It's off in a flash. Okay, so why then do pronghorns run so fast? That's the question. Well, it turns out that quite a long time ago, I'm talking tens of thousands of years, things on the grassy plains used to be very different for the pronghorns. Because back then, lions used to live on the plains, chasing and preying upon the pronghorns. And lions, of course, are a very swift-moving mammal, much faster than the bobcat or coyote or other predators that you find on the plains today. But now, however, lions are all extinct in North America. They're no longer a predator of the pronghorn. Tens of thousands of years ago, though, the lions were there, chasing the pronghorns. So, back then, the pronghorn's speed was critical to its survival.
Using the example of the pronghorn and lion, explain the concept of a relict behavior. Begin to prepare your response after the beep. Begin speaking after the beep.
The reading defines a relic behavior as an animal action that no longer serves its original clear purpose because the environmental conditions that caused the behavior to evolve have since faded. This behavior is a remnant of an earlier time. The professor provides the American pronghorn as a clear example of this concept. The pronghorn, which lives on the open grassy plain of North America, is known for being an incredibly fast animal. As currently predators, such are no match for the pronghorn's speed on its start running. However, the professor explained that tens of thousands of years ago, the pronghorn's speed was essential for survival because its predator was the lion. Lions are very swift-moving mammals much faster than modern predators, and they used to chase the prey upon the pronghorns. Although lions are now extant in North America, the pronghorn still possesses its extreme speed. Therefore, the pronghorn's superior speed is a relic behavior, a trait that remains long after the shooting that required it the lion has disappeared.
You will listen to part of a lecture and answer a question about it. After you hear the question, you will have 20 seconds to prepare a response and 60 seconds to record the response. Listen to part of a lecture in a business class.
People who are likely to buy a company's product are called target customers. And these target customers influence a company's marketing strategy. In order to develop a marketing strategy, a company will look at certain characteristics of the target customers to decide when and where to advertise, so that they'll reach the target customers most effectively. I'd like to talk to you today about two characteristics of target customers that can influence marketing strategy, specifically age and geographic location of the target customers. Say a company makes toy cars. Who are its target customers? Kids, right? So if the company wants to make sure its television advertising reaches its target customers, it would want to advertise during times when kids are actually watching television, like during children's television shows. That way it can make sure that kids see the advertisements. And that way the company would get people in that age group to go buy toy cars or to ask their parents to buy them at least. Now, another important characteristic to consider is geographic location. Places where the company's target customers live. Think about a company that makes boats. Its target customers are people who own homes near oceans or lakes, places where they can use boats. After all, people who don't live near water don't have much use for boats. So by placing advertisements on signs along the road or on television in cities and towns that are near oceans or lakes, the company would be more likely to reach the target customers for its boats and sell more of them as a result.
Using points and examples from the lecture, explain how the characteristics of target customers influence marketing strategy for products. Begin to prepare your response after the beep. Begin speaking after the beep.
The professor explained that target customer influence a company's marketing strategy. Companies examine specific characteristics of the customer to decide the best time and place to advertise in order to reach them most effectively. The lecture focuses on two key characteristics, age and geographic location. First, age is important. For example, a company that makes toy cars target kids. To ensure that advertisement reach this group, the company should advertise during time when kids are actually watching television, such as during children's TV shows. This ensures the target age group sees the ad and is encouraged to buy the toys. Second, geographic location is crucial. The professor gives the explain of a company that makes boats. Their target customer are people who own homes near ocean or lakes, places where they can use boats. Therefore, the company should place advertisement on sign or television in city sites and towns that are near these bodies of water. This focus advertising increases the likelihood of reaching the right customer and selling more product. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.